So dear guys, once again I welcome you to Counsel Friend, your friend. NEET exam is over, result is out and everybody is anxiously waiting now which college they are going to get and whether it will be a government college or whether it will be a private college, whether their NEET score begets them a good government MBBS college or not. So for all this video will be very important. Keep on watching. I am Tanjeet Singh, your host for today. So, dear students, it is important to find out what NEET score you have and what college it begets you. Because any private college if you opt for may be very expensive, maybe you will not be getting the adequate number of OPD over there and maybe it will affect your practice as well. And if you go with the colleges which are not so renowned, not so important, so the money part is very important because it may run into crores also. So it is important that your MBBS college should be government. So the details which I will be sharing you, it will be for the government MBBS seats. So keep on watching this video. Now first of all, you must be knowing that Medical Council Committee is the core body to decide the central seats, the seats of AIQ or what we call All India quota. Now there are two quotas, All India quota and respective state quotas. For All India quota, which is 15% of the total quota, so for those 15% seats, Medical Council Committee is the core committee to decide on that. And there are respective categories among that, 15% SC, 7.5% ST and 27% seats are given towards OBC category. Apart from that, from last year, one more category was added, that was EWS or economically weaker sections. So 10% seats are imparted for economical weaker sections also. So what will be the seat matrix? Roughly if I say that NEET quota, total All India quota is, the cutoff is quite higher. And if you do not have that adequate number of marks with you, you should not enter into it because it will not be giving you the desired college seat. So I'll be giving you details for that also today. So this was something about if you have a good NEET score, the government side colleges and everything. But what if you do not have a good NEET score? So aren't you interested in MBBS even then? You should be, because I'll be sharing some very good college information with you that how you can do MBBS and that too free of cost. PG, post-graduation, medical sciences, that too free of cost. How it's going to happen? So just keep on watching this video till end where I'll be sharing the details with you. Okay, because I know if you even do MBBS in India, for PG seats, there is a huge scarcity. And that's why MBBS plus PG and that too free of cost. It is something which you have never heard of that I'll be sharing with you. So for that you have to keep watching this video till the end. Now to log on and to register for national counseling, this is the website on the screen. Please make sure that you enter this website with in the correct form in this URL box only. Why? Because if you enter it through Google and Google might be taking you to a fake site, it will be a big loss for you because you will be ruining off your candidature as well. Your candidature might be snatched off. So it is important that you enter it directly into URL box. What is the website? Website is https://www.mcc.nic.in as it is appearing on the screen. So when you enter this URL, so this is the interface of the website as it appears to be. On the left side, if you see, you have the complete counseling schedule. Apart from that, registration section is also there. So this is the interface for your knowledge. Now important question is, what is the cutoff? Many students, they believe cutoff is this much number I have to get, and if I get this much of score, this much of marks, this will be the entry point into a particular college. No dear students, it's not like that. What is cutoff? Cutoff is the number which last student gets while he was admitted into a particular college. For example, if you take a college of Kerala, and in that Kerala's college, suppose any student has entered in a particular reserve category with suppose 540 marks. So 540 marks can be treated as cutoff for that particular session. For example, in the year 2020, cutoff was 540. So we can say that this was the cutoff for 2020. But this may not be the same this year as well. Because suppose last student of that particular category who wants to take admission, who has taken admission the second round of counseling, he would have got a score of suppose 546. So this year cutoff has changed. So cutoff doesn't mean that this much score you have to get entry into this college. No, it's in the reverse side. It means you are the last person with that score to enter in that college. This is called cutoff. Every year cutoff changes. So cutoff is basically a floating figure. It is not a fixed figure, right? So let us see what could be the possible cutoffs for different southern states and what will be the outcome of that. So keep on watching in the slides to come. But before I proceed, if you haven't subscribed to my channel or if you haven't liked my video, please do it now because it encourages and motivates me also. So let's move ahead. I made this whole presentation in PPT for your convenience so that it will be easier for you to take the necessary information and take the necessary screenshots also if you want on that. Now, if I take the example of Kerala, let us see the God's own country, what is it's going to offer for MBBS students. Total MBBS seats are 1,300 in the government side. Private side seats are 2,350. And the total number of seats for MBBS in Kerala is 3,650. If I talk about a BDS, Bachelor of Dental Surgery, or BDS seats, it is 240 government seats and 2,150 are private seats. The total comes to 2,390 seats. If I take overall assumption of the colleges of Kerala, it is 9 colleges in the government side and 20 colleges in the private side for MBBS. For BDS, there are 5 colleges in the government side and 18 colleges are there in the private side. So for Kerala, the website is different. Every state has a different website for the 85% state quota. So I'll be discussing about the Kerala's quota first. Here there is a disclaimer first. Let me go ahead with that. All the respective information that I am imparting today here have been taken from different websites. So you need to refer to the government website first to ascertain whether the information that I have said is 100% correct or not, which is there for my side. But still, and before acting on any information, always refer to the government notifications because that is the standard set of rules and that is how exactly your admission will be proceeded. To take admission in Kerala State Counseling, you have to type this website. It is https://cee.kerala.gov.in. So this is the website. Enter into this website and it will guide you for the further steps. Make sure that you enter into this website and only if you are secured and if you are confirmed that your NEET score will be getting you this good college. Because if your score is ultra poor, suppose the cutoff last year of any college was 540 and your score is only 110, so rather not enter because then you will be wasting your time and money also. The best way is to start preparation again. That is the best strategy. I'll be discussing about these things in that slides to come. This is the seat matrix. This is the seat matrix category wise, how many seats are distributed in the reserve. So it is state merit, or we can say open seats is around 60%. Socially educationally backward classes, or what we call SEBC, is 30% reservation in all. The category wise reservation for the 30% is something like that. Izava or EZ, what we call, is 9%. Muslim or MU is 8%. Other backward Hindu is 3%. Latin Catholic Anglo-Indian is 3%. Dhivara and related community, what we call DV, is 2%. Vishwakarma and related community, VK, 2%. Kusavan and related community KN is 1%, other backward Christian BX 1% and Kudumbi KU 1%. So this is the matrix of the 30% reservation towards SCBC. And apart from that, the reservation is allowed in scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So scheduled caste is something like that. 8% is scheduled caste and 2% is scheduled tribe. Of total 10% reservation allowed towards scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Now if I talk about the cutoffs, so cutoff will be like for open category it will be 594. Now these cutoff figures I have taken after analyzing last 3 years figures and the amount of competition this year and amount of NEET takers and NEET applications for one particular state. So these all are the deciding factors behind any cutoff. How cutoff is decided? It is important to find out the difficulty level of the question paper. 2. The overall appearing or candidates or the aspirants for the exam. And third, the number of students appearing for the counseling. Now these 3 factors are there to decide about the cutoffs. Suppose NEET exam is difficult. It will be very difficult next year. So will the colleges remain empty? No. Suppose NEET exam becomes easy, very easy. So will everybody get into the MBBS colleges? No. Suppose there are 100 seats, 100 seats are going to be fulfilled regardless the exam is difficult or regardless the exam is easy. So based on these assumptions, I have taken these cutoffs after a lot of research. So I am putting up these figures, putting forth these figures for you. For open category, it is 594. For BC or MBC, it is 567. For scheduled castes, it will be 485. And for scheduled tribe, it will be 421. Apart from that, to procure your seat in state counseling, you need to have certain documents. 1. Nativity certificate of your particular state, whether you are native of that particular state or not. It is number 1 document. Second, your class 10th and class 12th documents like your mark sheets of class 10th and class 12th. The photographs, you need to have the same set of photographs what you submitted while you were appearing for the NEET exam. The same set of photograph must have to be there. It is a must. Apart from that, you need to have category wise certificates. Suppose you are belonging to a particular caste, you need to have a supporting certificate to prove your admission and your candidature for that class. All that certificates must be ready because they have to be physically verified and they will be taken for the after final round of counseling after the seat allotment. Apart from that, there will be 2 rounds in the counseling. After the second round, there will be a mop-up round. Mop-up round will be an offline physical counseling. So you need to be physically present by your own in person, not by any representative. So make sure you should be aware of these facts also. So this was about Kerala. This was about the national counseling. Now I'll be taking about other states in the slides to come. So now I'll be taking the next southern state, that is Tamil Nadu. So what is the seat matrix for Tamil Nadu? Let us find here. So in Tamil Nadu, total number of seats for the government MBBS is 3,650. Whereas for private seats, it is 3,750, which gives us a total of 7,400 seats in total. And we have BDS seats also. It is 223 BDS seats for Bachelor of Dental Surgery, 2,660 dental private seats. So it gives us a total of 2,883 seats. And if I talk about the number of colleges in Tamil Nadu, it will be 26 colleges for the government side and 23 colleges for the private side. Apart from that, total number of government dental colleges are 2, but total number of private dental colleges are 27, a big number. Now for the reservation side in Tamil Nadu, we have a different kind of chart. So for admissions, you have to log on to the website https://tnmedicalselection.net. So this is the parent body for counseling for Tamil Nadu. The selection criteria is like this. The reservation criteria is like this. Backward classes, BC is 31%, and in that horizontal reservation was also there. 3.5% reservation is there towards Muslims, and most backward classes reservation is there MBC 20%, scheduled caste is there 18%, scheduled caste Arun Thatayar SCA is 18%, 16% is already earmarked for that from that 18%, and scheduled tribe is 1%. So this is the reservation criteria, and the chart is in front of you. This is the reservation criteria for Tamil Nadu. Now expected cutoffs of Tamil Nadu. So for open category it will be roughly 594, whereas in reserve category for BC and MBC the cutoff could be 567. For scheduled caste it will be 485, and for scheduled tribe it will be 421. So if your score is near about in this, and you should definitely enter into the counseling process. And now if I will be talking about Karnataka, it will be like this. You have to apply through https://cetonline.karnataka.gov.in, and apart from that there is one more website, kea.kar.nic.in. So you have to enter through this website. Now the Karnataka medical colleges, the government medical colleges are total 18, whereas private medical colleges are 53. If I talk about seats in Karnataka, in total government side seats are for MBBS it is 2,750. For private medicals it will be 6,100 seats. It gives us a total of 8,850 seats. If I talk about dental side, the total seats are 185 for BDS. Private BDS it is 3,360 seats, which gives us a total of 3,545 seats. Total colleges in private side for BDS are 44. For government side it is 4. The figure is 4. So if I talk about reservation side, the Karnataka reservation is little different than Tamil Nadu. It is 15% government quota seats shall be reserved for rural candidates. This is the number 1 condition. Number 2 condition, the reservation criteria, it is 15% seats of government colleges are reserved for rural candidates. Apart from that, 5% seats are reserved for Kannada medium students. So this is for the government colleges. So this is one more important condition you should know. So if I talk about the seat matrix of Karnataka, the reservation is totally different than what we had in Tamil Nadu. The reservation system of Karnataka is different, and how it's going to be: 15% seats of government quota shall be reserved for rural candidates. Apart from that, 5% seats of government quota shall be reserved for Kannada medium students, for Kannada medium candidates. Apart from that, Hyderabad Karnataka region comprising the districts of Gulbarga, Bidar, Raichur, Yadgirari shall be regarded as a local area. 70% colleges seats will be for this area will be reserved for the candidates belonging and hailing from this area. 7% of seats in Karnataka state medical colleges are reserved for Hyderabad Karnataka region students. So this is the seat matrix for Karnataka. Now if I talk about the general reservation, it is SC is 15%, ST is 3%, Category 1 in backward classes is 4%, Category 2 in backward classes is 4%, Category 2B in backward classes is 4%, Category 3A in backward classes 4%, Category 3B is 5%, and general merit list is 50%. So this is the seat matrix of Karnataka state. So let's talk about the expected cutoffs of this region. So cutoff will be for SC category, cutoff can go up to 441 marks. For ST it can be 386. For reservation category the cutoff will be 557, and the remaining general merit the cutoff can be 604. So this is the expected cutoff of Karnataka region. Now if I talk about Andhra Pradesh, it is like reservation criteria. First we will be discussing in Andhra Pradesh. It is again different than Karnataka. So in Andhra Pradesh, SC candidates are given 15% seats. ST or scheduled tribe candidates of local area are given 6% seats. For EWS or economically weaker section, we have 10% of seats. To backward classes of category A, it is 7%. In all, 20% seats are reserved for backward classes, but in that 20%, there is a different seat matrix. For category A, it is 7%. For category B, it is 10%. For category C, it is 1%. For category D, it is 7%. And for category E, it is 4%. For women candidates, we have 33.3% seats reserved for women candidates. And for army, we have 1% quota. For NCC, we have 1% quota. For sports, we have 0.5% quota. For physically challenged candidates, we have 0.5% quota. The police martyr children, we have 0.25% quota. So one seat in Siddharth Medical College, Vijayawada, is reserved for Anglo-Indians. Apart from that, candidates should produce minority certificate to claim this seat. If any reserved ST candidate seat is not filled up, it will be transferred to the scheduled caste seat. Now for the counseling process, you need to log on to the website https://ntruhs.ap.nic.in. So this is the parent website for counseling of Andhra Pradesh seats. Now if I talk about the number of seats per se, it is 2010 seats are for government MBBS. For private, it is 2,387 seats. Total seats comprising of both private and government sector are 4,397. Whereas in BDS, there are 140 seats for government side and 240 seats is for private side, giving us a total of 380 seats. Number of colleges, if I talk about, for government side, there are 13 MBBS colleges, and for private, there are 18 MBBS colleges. And in private, there are 2 colleges for dental side, and there are 11 colleges for private dental side. Talk about the cutoff of Andhra Pradesh, the expected cutoff. For SC candidates, it will be 441. For scheduled tribe in local area, it will be 421. For EWS or economically weaker section, it will be 519. For backward classes, it will be 559. For women candidate, it will be 550. And unreserved seat, the cutoff can be 589. So these are the cutoff for Andhra Pradesh. Now we take about the second part of Andhra Pradesh, the newly formed state of Telangana. In Telangana, the parent body to conduct MBBS counseling is KNRUHS, or what we call https://KNRUHS.telangana.gov.in. Now if I talk about the courses, MBBS courses seats, in government side we have 1,790 seats, and in private MBBS side we have 3,450 seats, which gives us a total of 5,240 seats. In BDS side we have 140 seats and 1,125 seats in private side. So giving us a total of 1,265 seats. Total number of government and private colleges are like this. For government MBBS there are 11 colleges. For private MBBS we have 23 colleges. Total number of government seats for dental side we have 2 colleges, and total number of private dental colleges, the number is 12. If I take about the seat matrix of Telangana, it is category and reservation system is given over here. You can look under the screen. For scheduled caste, we have 15% of seats. For scheduled tribe, we have 6% of seat. For backward classes, we have 29% of seat. For women candidates, we have 3% of seats. For army candidates, we have 1%. For NCC, we have 1%. Sports and game, 5%. Person with disability is 3%, and police martyr children or PMC is 0.25%. So this is the reservation allowed in Telangana side. Now if I talk about the cutoff, expected cutoff of Telangana in government medical colleges, it is for SC category, scheduled caste category, it will be 449. For scheduled tribe, it will be 395. For backward classes, it will be 525. For women, it will be 550. And for army, it will be 550 plus. This is expected cutoff. It can be higher or lower than that. So this is about NEET. This is about counseling of NEET. This is about the MBBS government side colleges in NEET. but many of you might not have got a good score in NEET. So what you have to do, now coming to the most important section, what you have to do if you do not have a NEET score, because my NEET score is not good, but I have full aspiration to become a doctor. What should I do? The purpose is to become a doctor, not to go with a good NEET score. So if your purpose is to become a doctor, what you have to do? Just watch on, because there is always a better way. What is that better way? Let us go ahead with that. Remember, MBBS, there are hundreds of ways to do it. There might be many ads appearing in the newspaper. There might be many ads appearing in respective different websites about MBBS from abroad, MBBS from different private colleges. But if you do not have a NEET score, you have three options. Number one, the option is to repeat the NEET next year. The preparation has to be repeated next year. That is number one choice, of course. Why? Because next year NEET will be, if I expect it to be on time, you have hardly a waiting time of 7 months. It's already mid of November now. So you do not have to wait much. The number two advantage, if you repeat next year, you have to study what you have already studied for past 2 years, that is for class 11th and class 12th. So there's not much of hassle about the studies. Number three, there is no board exam fever, there is no board exam pressure now, and you will be solely single pointedly focusing on your NEET preparation. That is number one choice. Number two choice, you opt for private colleges in the management quota side. It is not a good choice at all. Why? Because you can be duped with a lot of money. Your seat might be, the cost of your seat might be running into crores of rupees, and chances are the recovery will be very longer and slower as well. And the saddest part for all that, you have to struggle one more time, you have to struggle also, and you may not be getting the college of your choice. And because OPD in private colleges is not very healthy, and you may not be getting good hands for practice, for hands-on practice, you may not be having sufficient bodies, you may not have sufficient patients to practice on that. And the number three choice is taking this MBBS course outside India. Now you have many choices outside India, because you might be seeing many ads. There are ads from consultants also. There are different websites advertising MBBS from Russia, MBBS from China. So what are the countries which are offering MBBS to Indian students? The countries are like Russia, China, Ukraine, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Kyrgyzstan, and many others. Now, what problem you have? There's a language barrier. Language problem is there. Culture barrier is there. Food may not be as good as what we have in India, and the expenses are far higher, and the acceptance in India is really poor. And the saddest part of that, you have to clear again an MCI exam, and that MCI exam most of our students are unable to clear in the first attempt. So you need to have an option beyond that. What is that? Just look at this way. Can you see it on the screen? There's always one good university which I'll be talking about. Now look at the unmatched advantages this university is offering to you. Number one, it is having a 4.5-year MBBS course. One, because you will be saving 1 full year here. Number two, English language course is there. So you can practice in all the English language countries, and you can practice anywhere in the world. Now the best part is post-graduation is from the US. For this course, the post-graduation is from the US, and it is absolutely free. Did you hear me right? It is absolutely free. So, and the best part is, if you do plain MBBS and then this PG course from US, you do not need to take an MCI exam, entrance exam in India to enter back into India. And one more thing, in India you have a rule of 1 year mandatory rural service during MBBS course. So you do not have any such clause here. So these are the advantages. Apart from that, as I said, PG from US is free, and after PG you can settle down in US as well with the US citizenship, because their health professional demand is quite higher and you will be getting handsome packages. Would you believe packages run in crores of rupees? Stipend runs in lakhs of rupees. So this is the advantage. And as I said, it is absolutely free. And how it will be all possible? For that you need to SMS me, you need to WhatsApp me, or you need to call me. Due to some reason I am unable to give you the name of that university at this platform. But believe me, it is unmatchable. So what you have to do, just SMS me, WhatsApp me, or call me to know all the details. And scholarships and internship stipends are also there. So you will be recovering the cost of the MBBS what you will be incurring there. And the second part is your medical studies is totally free of cost, because you will be getting hands-on job packages over there. Apart from that, the stipend itself recovers the cost of MBBS if you do it from this particular university. So for more details, you can log on to www.councilfriend.com. You can WhatsApp me, or you can even talk to me. So with that, I end this video. I hope the information which I have imparted will be definitely useful for you. I am very sure that you will be following the details. The cutoff marks which I have shown is definitely helpful for you. So with all that, I end this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.